So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he goes no. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This is Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch it. Watch the ship. Alert. Watch the ship.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Push him back. Hey, alert 3. 61. Matchbox lights. Check. Tight. Fresno. 5 wide. He's checking crack. Check 99. Alert 3. Check 50.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Hill now to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Hill. And that will be incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mostert. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
Let's get up. Hey, high 7. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Kill.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jackson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Switch.
Eason, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 23-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Go now.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Sean Bunting on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Down. 60 or. 54. Hey, pick up. Pick up.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. From the 38, Allen. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Pick it up, D. Check your hot read. Check 31. Check 31. Motion, motion. Check. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Motion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, Charlie. Slam.
On 1st down, Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Motion. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check. Crunch.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
That's got to be a man. Wahoo! 57. Mike, 52. On the ball. Shoot. Hey, check 24. Watch the safety creep.
Allen. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He's checking. Crash. Tight. 5. Alert. Watch out. 36. Check 3. Deuce.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check.
To throw again. Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
I'm going to come back to you. Watch the twist. Why? Get wide.
Richard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, they'll run it with Monster. And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
57. You must be dreaming. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. 25, check 25, check 25. Half. Off 52. Hey, hold. No. Showing it.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Completes it to Hardman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No. Off. Half 10. Hey, foxtrot. Right there. 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Regular. Safety's creeping. Alert. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert. Hey, zoom. Rush in. Under 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And his kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 49. 61, matchbox lights. Regular.
And to give this time to the tailback. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch time. Tight end right.
Richard trying the right side. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the bootleg. Eason on the move to his left. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball. But as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Eason. He's got his man here. It's Green. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Johnson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Eason. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch the edge. Check. Check. Check.
This is Gallman. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check 37. Check 37. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. I got him. Back to mine. I got him. Pass 85. Pass 85. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing on third and long. Eason. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, Eason. And able to find Green. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On first down, Eason. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off the draw, here's Johnson as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Completes it to Aguilar. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, middle.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me.